Hi, Pre-Algebra students, it's Miss Carol again, and I am really excited because we are just about at the end of Unit 1. So once you finish this, you should be wrapping up Unit 1. So kudos to you. You only have 5 more units to go in Pre-Algebra. Okay, we are hopefully toward the end of dealing with these 6 friends who are planning a birthday party. And this lesson is all about solving 1- and 2-step equations. And I think the important thing to keep in mind here is that there are definite right and wrong answers to these, but there's usually more than one way to do this. And that's what we're going to review here. So the first question is that one of the friends tried to figure out the original cost of 1 pack of rolls. And here's their work. And the question that we're being asked is, did the friend correctly do this? And so let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what we think about how the friend did this. So the friend came up with this equation, this 2-step equation of 3 times the quantity of x minus 50 equals 597. And I'm not really sure how that pertains to this pack of rolls, but that for this situation, that doesn't matter so much as ensuring that they did the problem correctly. And so the second step, or I guess this would be the first step. If this is the equation, this is the second line here is the first step. They said 3 times x minus 0.50 equals 597. But the problem here is that if you have a set of parentheses like this and you're multiplying it by an integer on the outside, you're multiplying everything in those parentheses by that integer. And so if you start distributing, you have to distribute to every term within those parentheses. So I do definitely see an error here. And this first step should have been 3x minus 3 times 0.5, which would be 1.5. We can add a 0 there too. And then that is going to equal 5.97, okay? So the error here was that the friend did not fully distribute the 3 through the entire expression of x minus 0.50. They only distributed to the x, okay? Now we can add 150 to both sides. And when I do that, these are going to cancel out to 0, and I'll be left with 3x equals, it'll be 747 instead of 647. Okay. And now, in order to solve this, in order to undo this multiplication, I have to divide by 3. But if I divide the left side by 3, I also have to divide the right side by 3. And so I am left, let me go ahead and do this math, with $2.49 as opposed to $2.16. So x equals 2.49, okay? So again, as we scroll down to put in the answer here, let's go all the way down here. The student forgot to distribute, or the friend forgot to distribute to everything inside of the parentheses, and had they done that correctly, they would have gotten $2.49 for 1 pack of rolls, okay? So you do need to explain what they did wrong and then give me the final price. Okay, if we go down to the next question, I like this because this is a really cool way of realizing that we could do this problem entirely differently and still come up with the same answer. So they want to say, they ask, what's a different method for doing this? And if you have an equation like this, 3 times the quantity x minus 0.50 equals 5.97, and that's a 7. Okay. If I am multiplying this entire quantity by 3, I can also divide this entire quantity by 3. But if I divide the left side by 3, whatever I do to the left side of an equation, or whatever I do to one side of an equation, I have to do to the other side of the equation. Okay? That keeps it equal. It's like a scale or a balance. Whatever you do to one side, you have to keep it balanced and do it to the other side. So if I do that, the 3's, because multiplication and division are inverse operations, the 3's are going to cancel each other out, and I'll be left with x minus 0.50 equals 597 divided by 3. And that is $1.99. $1.99. Okay. And now the opposite operation of subtraction is addition. So if I add 50 cents to both sides, okay, these go away, and I'm left with x on the left equals $2.49 on the right. So the different way of doing this, you could just type out the math if you want, or you could just explain that rather than distribute the 3 through the parentheses, your first step could be to divide both sides by 3, and you would end up with the same number, the same cost of $2.49. So that's it. Another really short video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'm sure all of you will be getting very good grades on your project, and I will look forward to grading those. Remember, after lesson 5, you do need to submit the project. Okay? Thank you.